Let's talk about it. This is the podcast where Jamie and Kirsten talk about everything.
No limits, no boundaries.
Join us while we talk about what really goes on in our lives.
Anything goes.
So without further ado, let's talk about it.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. Okay, so me and Jamie, you might think that our energy's a little off right now. It's because it is.
It's very off.
Depending on how this goes, there may be a video version of our podcast available on our YouTube channel. If we can figure it out.
This is gonna be a real test to see if we're actual just fucking idiots or if we can figure it out.
I feel like we're actual fucking idiots, but like we can make it work.
We'll figure it out. We did this. I mean, we've been able to figure it out so far, so.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Anyways.
Depends on the week.
Good evening, you sexy fuckos.
Good evening, you sexy fuckos. How are we doing?
I am not doing great. I'm sick.
Dude, I feel like that has been you the past like 5 episodes. So I'm sick.
Seriously, like you guys, it's one thing after the other, and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. It's always something.
What a play on words.
Right.
I'm sick of it.
So yeah, my dad, he started feeling sick yesterday, like really bad, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And then like last night, my chest just felt like a lot of congestion. And today, kind of the same thing. So I hope I don't have COVID. I'm gonna take a test tomorrow just to be safe. But
as you should.
I don't think it's COVID, but just to be sure, I'm not gonna like leave my house or anything. But
right, I got COVID tested this morning. I'm negative.
Yeah, which is good. I was so nervous because we hung out the other day and I was like, shit, like I hope I didn't get sick. So
I'm negative for COVID. I honestly think you might have like the fall cold.
I think
that's going around because it's so crazy that I talked to 3 other people today that were like, oh, like I feel like shit and I got COVID tested and I don't have COVID.
Yeah, so
which also could be like a false negative, but
yeah, true. So I mean, yeah, what is there to tell? Other than that, I mean, I have my neurologist appointment, which I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But I mean, other than that, I'm just living the dream. Yeah. So sorry if I sound like nasally at all. I don't think I do, but I might. So.
Oh my god, this week you did Lydia and Taylor's hair.
Yeah, big shout outs to them. They're so adorable. My niece Taylor and her best friend Lydia had their little homecoming dance, which was so fun. Yeah, so fun. They both looked beautiful. I did their hair for them. And it just, it goes to show that my years in cosmetology school weren't completely wasted because I went into it not having a fucking clue what I was going to do because I haven't done hair like that in probably 3 years.
Yeah.
And so I really just went in and I was like, okay, just fake it till you make it. Just pretend you know what you're doing. And it ended up turning out really cute. So
it did.
It all worked out.
I was living for the picture of like you and them because you look like their queer mom, and I just like
I know.
I love it.
I love my children. So
they were adorable. Your queer children.
I do. Yeah, they're so fun. So big shout outs to them. I hope you had the best time.
Other than that, have you done anything fun and exciting this week?
I don't think so. Just
I feel like you haven't really left your house this week.
I haven't. I left once for a chiropractor appointment with my hot chiropractor. It went really well.
We stand your chiropractor.
We love Dr. Tyler. Shout outs to him.
If you're watching this, Dr. Tyler, shout out to you.
Yeah, big shout out. So.
I don't know why that immediately made my brain go to like Tyler Cameron from The Bachelor.
Oh, that's so funny.
The Bachelorette, one of them.
Yeah, other than that, I left my house with you this week. We did a little Target moment which was so fun.
And then a nice fine dining experience after at
fine dining, eating good in the neighborhood at the Applebee's.
The local Applebee's.
It's always good stuff. Yeah, and I want to talk about something really quick that happened this week. The day we hung out, we were in the car and we were just jamming some tunes, you know, having fun.
Okay, I feel like you need to put a context before this. You said, put a song on that you could scream so you could calm down.
Exactly, because her road rage was just out of control.
Okay, this shit bag behind me literally was like on top of my bumper.
Yeah.
And he was like driving a truck for a company. So I was like,
I'll call the company.
I was like, I will call I will call the company, say I won't, and like get the license plate number and get their worker in trouble because I was pissed. Like I had the worst road rage and I'm getting mad again thinking about it.
It was really bad. And so I was like, you need to just take a moment, put on a song to scream to, just let it out.
I flipped him off. I laid on the horn.
You did.
He gave me a nice little wave.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, you need to calm down, put on a song that you can just scream the lyrics to. And you're like, this is an interesting choice.
What did you pick to listen to?
I don't know.
Nothing crazy.
Not Habit by Louis Tomlinson.
Totally not that. And
totally not Comes Apart from Princess Park.
Yeah. And so she was just like, I felt like I was watching you perform at your tour. Like you really went on. And so I decided, we kind of both decided, let's make a funny video. And so I just recorded her screaming at the top of her lungs a certain lyric to that song. And you listen, I blew up finally on TikTok.
You're in your famous era.
I am. It did numbers. And I just think it's so funny that you're the talent of this duo. I'm just here for it. Like I'm just along for the ride. You're the talent. Like yeah, so it went viral. What can I say? It has
like 60,000 likes right now.
Yeah, it does. I just checked it like a couple hours ago. It was doing pretty good, so.
The comments were sending me over the edge.
The comments were so funny. It definitely reached the target audience. Like
it made me feel accepted. Everyone, the comments I were like, "You're an idol. We accept you. Hand her over." I was like, "Wow, I feel great."
Yeah.
But another thing I would.
Yeah, should probably talk about this.
Yeah, another thing that I want to mention is I saw multiple comments about how I look like Joey King.
Yeah, which isn't the first time.
This is not the first time that someone has said this to me. Someone said, "Didn't know Joey King was a Larry." Oh.
Oop. Honestly, we've had these moments so many times on this podcast where we accidentally expose ourselves, so let's just run with it.
And then
anyways,
there was another one that said, "How? What? This isn't Joey King." I saw another one that said, "She looks like the girl from Kissing Booth."
Yeah. At least they didn't say you look like the girl from The Act.
Yeah, and Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
But I think that Joey King is a phenomenal actress.
She really is.
That's a compliment to me. But
yeah.
I don't know why it made my brain automatically go to the time where someone told me, you look like Joey King. And then immediately followed up with, I fucking hate Joey King.
How do you even respond to that? Like
just like, oh.
Like, okay.
But then like everyone hates that girl for no reason, and I don't know why.
I don't get why she gets hate. She's a great actress. Like, I don't get it. I got a comparison that really like went straight to my head, boosted my ego. I'm fucking narcissistic, so it really it did some favors for me. Someone said that when they first saw the TikTok, they thought I was Gemma Stiles. I don't see it.
Compliment. That is
I don't see it. I was wearing sunglasses, so you couldn't really see the top half of my face, but I'll take it. That's an honor to be compared to her. So I've heard that one, and Claudia. I've heard Phineas's girlfriend.
I think you look so much like Claudia Slavinsky.
I've gotten that one, and when I had blue hair, I heard like the Billie Eilish comparison all the time, and then once I cut my hair, it was always Claudia.
That reminds me when we went to Bob Evans, and the girl was like, "You look like Claudia Slavinsky."
Yeah, that was so funny. That was the first time I heard it, so yeah, I don't know.
You really do look like her.
I mean, she's gorgeous, so I'll take it. Yeah,
I used to watch her YouTube channel all the time growing up.
Really?
I was a stan.
Love that.
Love Claudia. This is a Claudia fan account.
What have you been up to this week?
Working.
Yeah, you worked a lot.
Literally all the time. That's all I do. Bro, so what sorry. The fuck?
I'm sorry.
You did not just do that on camera.
I turned my head.
Why wouldn't you mute yourself?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
You're sick. You're sick for that. You're sick and twisted.
I'm so sorry, guys. To be fair, I don't know how to mute myself.
You literally go.
I can't breathe.
To the mute button and it hit mute.
Oh, I can't breathe. You sick fuck for that. I apologize. It had to happen.
You're so gross.
I'm sorry. I turned my head away so no one would see that
As if you're not hawking this big fucking loogie out of your nose.
What do you want me to do? Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
It's so funny because I was staring at myself and all I heard.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I've been working, and then when did I have my mental breakdown this week?
Did you have one?
At my grandma's.
Oh yeah, that was early in the week. That was Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, so it's yeah, I think it was Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of doing a final walkthrough in my grandma's house, which is kind of like the house that I grew up as a child. Spent a lot of time there, and I've really been putting off seeing it empty for a while. I went in and I walked up the stairs. I captured it on video, and I literally was like, "What the fuck?" And I just started sobbing.
Yeah.
And then JB was like, "Oh, would it be funny if you put house that built me on?" But don't do that. But don't do that.
A bad suggestion. I should not have brought it up.
As if you knew that I was gonna do it. Yeah. So I turned it on, and I'm walking around the house, bawling my eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
It just brought back so many memories, and I grew up there, and seeing having knowing that another family is gonna have their life there. It's just hard, I guess. I don't know.
That's tough.
But my mom found out so much with moving my grandma about how bad we were as kids.
Yeah.
We're cleaning stuff out of the garage, and I was like, "Oh, I remember this cane." And I was like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "I think it's grandpa's." But I remember when Dylan, who is my brother, almost shattered the glass on the front glass door at grandma's when she made us lock him out when he was going psycho. And she's like, "That's what?" So funny. Because the edge of this cane was pointed and sharp, and she was like, "What the hell?"
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I had to take a picture of me standing next to the swirly time toilet.
Oh my god, you told that story when Anna was on.
Yeah, it's so if funny. You guys haven't listened to that, my cousin would have us give her swirlies, and we'd call it swirly time. So I had to document me.
The weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard. What?
And then I sent you a recreation of my video in the one room. So when I was 10, I was if I get 25 likes on
So
this
funny.
post, I will post a video of me singing Home by Philip Phillips.
Oh my god, you influencer.
Which is so funny because like I can't sing.
Okay, which is just a bullshit fucking lie. No matter how many times you say it, I'm always gonna correct you that you have such a good fucking voice. Like, you have the best voice.
If I heard me at an open mic night, I'd be like, someone take the microphone away from her.
You guys, she's literally so fucking modest. Like, be narcissistic for once and admit that you're a good singer. Like,
I'm not.
You're literally such a good singer.
If I was a good singer, I would flex that so hard because that's such a big flex.
Oh my god. Whatever. You're a good singer.
But I was like, I'll post a video. So I was in this bedroom at my grandma's house, and Anna was actually there.
Yeah.
And I think I was recording like on her phone. Yeah, because she has the video. I'll have to find the video.
Yeah.
And I was like, 25 likes video, Philip Phillips.
So stupid.
So I just start breaking out into song. Like, I think I'm sounding so good. And my brother comes in the background and goes, "You suck."
Did Jared do that?
No, Dylan.
Oh my god. I feel like Jared was always like the nicer one.
Yesterday when my mom finally posted her Daughter's Day post for me that I complained about because she didn't post one for me, as I saw her liking everyone else's Daughter's Day post on Facebook.
Yeah.
I called her out.
Yeah, you did.
Tiffany sent me a video and was like, your brother just like it was an instinct when he was scrolling past the picture of that your mom posted and said,
that hairline though.
No, he said, fucking loser.
That's so mean.
But I made an insult back to him. And he was like, shut up with that hairline. And I was like,
yeah. And I was like,
too far.
I'm offended for you because I know exactly the boat you're in with the hairline problems. I've got the same thing.
Have you seen my brother's hairline?
That's so mean.
He has the hairline in the shape of like the state of Texas. Like the front and then the sides.
Leave that man alone.
I can't be saying nothing with my roots looking like this right now.
No. Oh my god. That's so funny.
I was like, too far.
Oh, also,
you know I'm insecure about that.
While I'm thinking about it, I want to actually really quickly give a public apology for my audio the last episode. It was so loud for what? Like,
I told you that you were screaming.
I really didn't realize how loud it was, but I couldn't even listen to it because I was just like, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. Like, I couldn't so loud.
How do you think I felt with the headphones on?
No, you should have told me, like, dude, shut up.
Like, I told you 5 times that you're so loud.
I didn't realize it, but I was so loud, so apologies for that. I'm sorry that was probably so painful to listen to, but yeah, just while that was fresh in my mind.
But yeah, I had like a mental breakdown over this house. Getting back on track, I started talking about my hairline. Don't know how we got there. Oh yeah, in the video.
Oh yeah.
But we used to play this game. My grandma had this like china cabinet, and we used to play hide the key.
Yeah.
And the key was on the counter, and I was like, I'm taking it. Like, I need a souvenir from this house. I'm taking this with me. But little did I know, 30 minutes after me being at the house, I didn't know that's when the new homeowners were coming for their last inspection.
Yeah.
I totally wasn't sitting on the ground in my grandma's house sobbing when they came in.
Shut up.
Totally wasn't.
That's me. So awkward.
I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
I got up and I was like, I'm gonna put this song on pause. Totally not listening to House That Built Me.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
That's funny.
But she's like, I think officially fully moved out.
Wow.
All her shit's at my house.
That's so funny.
What else has happened this week?
I don't know. I mean, we could talk about just what happened last night. Harry took our advice. Harry Styles took our advice.
I thought you were talking about my mailbox.
No, we'll get to that if you want. But
Okay.
Harry Styles took our advice from the last episode, and he did indeed add "To Be So Lonely" to the set list.
Yay!
Thank you, sir, giving it the rights it deserves. I have a feeling it was probably just like for that one night, but who knows? Maybe it's a permanent thing. I really loved the color choice for the lights. Good choice. So.
So back to like the mailbox I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So last night around 10:03.
You know what I just remembered?
What?
I have no clue how long we've been filming.
We started at 8:14.
Okay.
Glad
you remember because I fucking don't.
So last night it was 10:03 in like 38 seconds to be exact.
Yeah.
I went outside to my car to grab like the Target bag from when we went to Target the other day.
Yeah.
Because it's been sitting in the back of my car for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I went to go grab it, and as I was walking in, I made eye contact with the car that was pulling up the street, but when I looked at it, it stopped.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
It's like
keep talking. I'm gonna mute myself. So
okay.
So
I was staring at this car. I'm sorry. If I watch you blow your nose, I'm gonna start laughing. So I'll just give you a minute. Please enjoy this sponsored message from I can't even think of anything on the spot. Sorry, never mind. You good?
Yeah, sorry about that. Me blowing my nose into a McDonald's napkin.
Sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah. That shit is rough as fuck on your nose, goddamn.
So I made eye contact with this car and it stopped. Mm-hmm. But I looked at it for like a long period of time because I was like, I've seen this car before.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like familiar to me. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't I couldn't think of like where. Mm-hmm. So as I start to like walk into my house, I look at it again and it was like pulling up still, and then when I looked at it again, it stopped.
So sus. Like
I don't know why I didn't think much of it. Mm-hmm. But this morning I woke up at 7:00 this morning, and my mom was like, who took the mailbox out? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And she's like, someone hit the mailbox. So immediately, we have on video, immediately after I went into the house, I don't know how me and my mom didn't hear this, because my mom was sitting in the living room, and I was just walking like in the door.
Right.
So in the video, you hear them rev the engine.
Yeah.
Throw this bitch in reverse. And smack the fuck out of my mailbox.
Yeah.
Knocking it down. But like, they're a fucking idiot for doing that, because the bottom of my mailbox
is fucking metal.
It's metal.
I know their car is fucked up.
So I know they have a fat ass dent in their piece of shit car.
I know, you sent that video to me this morning and I woke up and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
And it's like, you can't even say like it wasn't like not intentional, because
it was definitely intentional,
especially with the way they read the engine and just floored it back. But like, even if they try to say like, oh, it's an accident, I live in a cul-de-sac and you don't back up, and like in a
you just go
turn.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been rewatching that video all day, and like, I can't help but to laugh because of the sound of it being smacked.
It's so loud, dude.
It is so loud.
It's so loud.
But I kept on watching it and thinking of Taylor Swift. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
Oh my god. We love Taylor.
We do love Taylor. Speaking of Taylor.
Yeah.
Blondie. You're stressing me out.
She's stressing the world out.
I need to know what era we're in, Taylor. Mm-hmm. please, like,
right,
blink a couple times if it's
at this point, he knows.
1989.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I've
I
got
thought we
no
were
clue.
I thought we were in the red era. And then I'm
Right.
thinking like 1989, and then
Yeah.
I don't know,
Expect the unexpected with her, so.
because I think 1989, because she listed the signed Fearless copies of her CD
Mhm.
for $19.89.
Yeah, so definitely like some hints,
But
who knows?
I was like trying to crack the code. Like I
Of
feel like
course.
she talks and she like posts in cryptic messages.
Yeah.
I was like looking at her TikTok trying to break it down, and she does like a wink that she does in her music video. And I was like,
Mhm.
okay, so like maybe we're not in like what era? What era? What era? Please
We'll
tell
just
me.
have to
I'm
wait
so
and
confused.
see. Yeah, I've got no clue, so.
But like I cannot stand that Taylor drops stuff like randomly.
Yeah, she really does it like out of nowhere.
Doesn't tell anyone, no warning, nothing, just here you go. Here's Taylor's
everyone a
version.
heart attack. Like,
I need you to give me like a couple days,
yeah,
a couple business days to like soak it in and be like, hey, you need to mentally prepare for this before you like
Right.
drive yourself into like
Mhm.
the stop sign.
Exactly.
Into my
Right in your
mailbox.
Yeah. Why are we so connected mentally?
I love that for us.
I know.
So Blondie, if you just want to send me a quick little message Rooney.
There you go.
Please let me know before I
Yeah.
freak the fuck out.
For sure.
Oh my god. I thought we were gonna film yesterday, so I've been waiting to tell you this.
Oh yeah, okay. Hit me. What's up?
So yesterday, me and my mom went to dinner, and sitting there enjoying my margarita, having a great time, talking some shit with my mom.
Yeah.
And I get a FaceTime call from Tiffany.
Okay.
And she goes, hey, you know Bryce Hall? And I was like, yeah, why?
Yeah.
Like I kind of wish I didn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Specifically because of the way he treats his waitresses and waiters.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And she goes, he's at my Walmart right now. And I was like,
what?
like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And she goes, okay. My brother and sister-in-law, if you guys are new to the podcast, they live in a touristy area. They live in Destin, Florida. But like still like so weird.
So random.
Why is Bryce Hall at a Destin, Florida Walmart? And I was like, oh, like, she goes, yeah, he's having a meet and greet.
At a Walmart?
And I was like, oh, like fans walked up to him and they're like, hey, like, can we get a picture? And she goes, no, Sydney and Grayson are at Walmart right now, and they just called me and said there's a line of teenage girls waiting in line at Walmart to meet Bryce Hall.
That's the funniest shit, because when I was younger, I was like pretty young, when like Victorious was popping, that Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
And I met Victoria Justice at a CD signing in a Walmart.
Really? But like,
I waited in line for like 8 hours.
But why Bryce Hall? Like what?
It's
like
weird.
What is he like promoting that he's having a meet and greet?
Yeah, what's there to like?
I don't get
it. I don't get it. I never will, but go off, I guess. Like, I have no clue.
I remember I really wanted my mom as a child to take me to Walmart when the band Perry was having a like a CD signing.
The difference in childhoods, the band Perry and
If I die young.
That's so funny.
But
I was so mad this one time when I was younger. I used to have my like first celebrity crush was David Archuleta.
Shut the fuck up. I love that.
Biggest crush on him, and he was playing at the IX Center. And
the IX Center, I love the IX Center.
I begged my dad to take me, but it was on a school day, and he was like, yeah, I could take you. And then we didn't end up going, and I was so mad. So to make up for it, he bought me tickets to go to Cedar Point.
Was he like your American Idol crush?
He was my like crush in everything. I was obsessed. I had this little iPod from Justice, and I like downloaded his like one song, and I
Wasn't
just
it called like
listened.
Crush or whatever?
It was literally Crush, and I listened to it just on repeat in my living room with my headphones in, and I would sing it, and my sisters would be like, "Jamie, shut the fuck up! You literally suck at singing."
Because my childhood
my
best
heart.
friend, her favorite song was Crush, and she listened to it all the time, and she loved David Archuleta.
It was a banger, dude. I was obsessed. I literally was in love with him, and now I'm like obviously like not. I'm like, what a weird crush. Like
My
he had,
American
like, one song.
Okay, my American Idol crush was Scotty McCreery.
Fuck. Ew.
I would make Facebook posts about him all the time and be like, Scotty McHottie. It was me and this one girl I went to school with. We were like crushing so hard on him, and kind of recently I was like looking at my Facebook memories, and it was like 10 years ago today. You said I think Scotty's gonna win American Idol. Alana, or I think that's her name. Lauren Elena. Lauren Elena.
Yeah.
It was her and Scotty at the finals. I was like, Lauren is a better singer, but Scotty's hotter. So I went.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been waiting
That's
the past
so
24
funny.
hours to tell you that Bryce Hall was at my brother's
Really random.
sister's Walmart.
So weird.
She was like, I had to call you because I immediately thought of you. I was like, I'm putting that on the podcast list right now.
That's so funny.
Wow. Kind of an update from the last huge update from the last episode. In the Gabby Petito case.
Yeah.
Before the podcast episode was posted, we did find out that her body was found and identified, which is so heartbreaking.
I'm so sorry. I have to pee really bad.
Okay, do you want to pause real
Just
quick?
before we get into it, can I go pee?
Yeah, hold up.
Okay.
And we're back.
So sorry about that.
But yes, breaking news in the Gabby Petito case. Yes, her body was found and identified. Her funeral is actually today.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that his entire family's not in fucking jail.
How are they not? Like, it's just so insane.
And Brian Laundrie is still on the run. It was just until like towards the end of this week that he became like there's an arrest warrant out for him, and he was just not like a person of interest, which is crazy. Like,
how did it take so long?
The fact that his parents picked his car up from where like a park, like like he ran. Why are they not in jail for like accessory or like tampering with like evidence or
anything
something
at this point? I don't know.
That is so sad. And the fact that the police didn't even like solve the case. It was a YouTuber who did.
Right. Like, that's so
like
insane.
It was another like vlogger saw the van and Gabby's flip-flop in like a video and sent it over to the police, and that's how they basically found her, which is crazy. But another thing that I think is really, really important to keep in mind with cases like this, not invalidating what happened to Gabby or her story, very, very tragic, but as a whole, we all need to keep the same energy for people of color.
100%.
When it's someone who's like a white female with blonde hair, it's instant national news, and it's like consistently talked about.
And no one talks about people of color.
Where like Black and Indigenous women or children or men go missing, like people retweet their pictures for like
a day
or two, if that, and it doesn't make national news. Like, I think as a whole, everyone needs to do better, including
100%.
myself.
Yeah, I agree. Me too.
But yeah, this is something that happens too often.
Right.
And also I saw throughout the past week people saying like, let this be a lesson to your daughters to leave a toxic relationship.
No, it's not a lesson
let
for
this
females.
be a
lesson
for your
males.
son, not for your sons not to kill their girlfriends.
Right. I see that's that sexism thing where it's girls learn from this. No. Quit teaching your fucking boy children that it's okay to be fucking gross with anything. Whether it's SA or as far as murder, it's not a female's fault. Like, I'm so sick of that.
Right. Also, if Brian wasn't guilty of anything, he wouldn't be on the run.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they find him soon.
Did you see that Dog the Bounty Hunter is now on the case too?
I didn't.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. I used to be obsessed with this show as a child.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. My sister just came in here. Can we pause it really quick?
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry. Anyways, sorry about that. My apologies.
Yeah, but Dog the Bounty Hunter, I used to watch that show all the time as a child. And he is now on the search for Brian Laundrie. He showed up at Brian Laundrie's parents' house yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
And I saw like an article that was like, oh, like he's taking like it personally because I guess he lost his daughter around the same age, which I was unaware of, but
wow.
I hope they could find this man soon.
Right.
Again, like my whole heart goes out to the Petito family. Like I can't even imagine.
Yeah, same.
What else has happened this week? Ethan and Ela are having a boy.
They are. This is exciting stuff. Shout out to their family. Congrats. I hope they said there were a little like some health concerns, so I hope everything turns out okay. But
I hope she has like a safe and easy rest of her pregnancy. I know this pregnancy has been really hard on her mentally.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
So I hope everything is well with them.
Yeah. Big congrats though.
Oh my god, also I can finally talk about it on here.
Oh my god, yes.
Speaking of pregnancy,
yeah.
My sister-in-law and brother are having a baby.
Finally, I am so happy for them. I am like so excited.
They're having a baby and I've been dying to talk about it, and they finally announced it on Instagram this week and Facebook and to the general public.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so excited. So big congratulations to Jared and Tiff. We love you.
Big congrats. Yeah. So exciting.
Oh, something that has been really irritating me lately that I want to talk about is people taking inappropriate signs to concerts.
Yeah. I can't don't even I'm so like I'm uncomfortable and the signs aren't even about me.
I know, like this is just like my face, like I'm so uncomfortable.
Like the only thing I'll say is put yourself in that situation. How would you feel if a complete stranger was holding that up to you? That's weird.
Swallow my baby batter.
That's weird, right? How would you feel if a guy was holding up a sign like that to a girl? It would be weird, right?
Exactly. Where is the double standard? That's what makes me so like extra angry about it. Like I'm angry about the fact that like that's just like not appropriate, and like why are you comfortable doing that? That's weird as fuck.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Like, I've said it, like there's just little things that these like people do that it's just embarrassing. Like how are you not like ashamed? Like I'm embarrassed for you. Like,
where's the double standard? Like you wouldn't go to like I don't know, like a Billie Eilish concert or like a Ariana Grande concert like with like a sexualized message on a poster.
Right.
That's not okay.
Exactly. It would be a big deal, and
It
everyone
would be a big
upset.
deal if you did that to a female. Where's the double standard for males?
Right.
Like, it's just all around like not a good idea. You shouldn't do that.
You
wouldn't do that to like, you think you guys are close because he's like someone that you stan or whatever.
But
it's just, ultimately you are a stranger.
Exactly.
Why are you telling a stranger this? Like that would make me so uncomfortable.
Same.
Why are you comfortable saying that to someone else?
Right. And these people justify it like, oh, he saw it and he laughed. I would probably laugh out of just being uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, okay, like, it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, how are you not embarrassed? I don't know. It's weird.
Like, out of all the signs that you could write, like, why would you like do that?
Right. It's just,
you can write something like funny, like a knock joke.
It's just like, crazy that these people are like, they're minors too. They're like 15.
Dude, I saw so many on like social media this week that were like, oh, like, I'm legal in 2 years. Wait for me. Like what is wrong with you?
What? It's really crazy to think about that these people really, like, in their mind believe that something like that could happen. It's funny. And I don't mean to like make fun of them because of course, they're a big fan, whatever, but just come on, like, bring yourself back down to earth, a little bit of a reality check, like, come on. Just really weird, honestly.
So yeah, I feel like use your best judgment.
Yeah.
You know better. If you had to think, is this appropriate or not, then you probably shouldn't do it.
Right.
Something else that I want to talk about this week is I really enjoy RuPaul Drag Race.
Okay.
And Katya and Trixie were contestants on RuPaul Drag Race, and they are
so funny.
They have an abundance of different things that they do on social media.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching.
Yeah.
But I've been really, really into their podcast lately.
Really?
Yes. And Katya was talking about something a couple weeks back that I
going with this, yeah.
cannot stop thinking about, and how she was able to talk about it so openly and
just be able to kind of put it into words.
Yeah, put it into words so easily to like.
Yeah.
She was talking about closeting in the industry, in the entertainment industry, and there has been so many times where I have talked to other people about like closeting in the industry. And
they can't even like fathom that it actually happens.
Yeah, they can't fathom it, and they don't understand why, or they don't believe like that is a thing. Oh, like that's illegal. They can't do that. Yeah, but it still happens. It's just so many people.
Right.
And Katya and Trixie talked about it and explained it within 45 seconds, just saying like a lot of it is marketing.
Yeah, I mean, it sells. Being single sells.
Being a single
straight white man
sells.
Yeah.
And Katya's like, oh, you wouldn't want to go see Fast and Furious with like a gay man, like a hot gay man driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Which made me laugh because followed up with that, Trixie was like, well, gay people can't drive, and I was like, yeah. I felt that.
But that it's so like sad that that's kind of the reality of it, because like, as far as like the music industry goes, like the fans that really care and support that person, it wouldn't matter. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's not really looked at.
Right. It's so sad that like people that are a part of closeting these people in the industry look at these people as a paycheck and not a human being.
It's gross.
It's so gross, and I can't fathom it.
Just like, I'm trying to decide what I want to say, but just some of the things that I've heard about it, I can't even like imagine what that feels like I just can't. It's so gross.
Your mental headspace, like, I know I wouldn't mentally be able to go through it.
Yeah, I don't know how these people have gone through it for so long and they're still,
I couldn't go through like a quarter of like what I've heard some people have gone through.
And just, I'm thinking, I have to be careful what I say here because I don't want to seem like I'm like assuming something, but just metaphors in like some of these artists' work, you can, if you really look into it, you can kind of understand what they're talking about, and it's really sad. So
absolutely. And I think it's really telling when actors that have came out so many years later, or even just now,
right,
and saying that like, oh, like I would have been denied parts, I wouldn't have been like as successful because I was always told like the sells.
It's really sad. And I think a big thing that Rebecca Ferguson, she talks about it a lot, and
even
whether
just like
or
how
not
people are treated
in general,
in general in the industry,
and she talks about it a lot. And there's a part of me that's like, I mean, is it her place to talk about others' experiences? I don't know, but I'm glad at least someone's talking about it.
I stand with her 100%, and I can't imagine what she was put through, the manipulation tactics and like these threats, and
yeah, I mean, just
it's not like, it really goes to show the entertainment industry isn't as like sunshine and rainbows as like it seems to be.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're interested in even just kind of hearing a little bit about it, just her Twitter, she talks about it so much, and there's a lot of information just directly from her on there. But I think she's actually filming a documentary about it, and I'm excited to see that.
Excited to see that.
Yeah.
And another thing with like closeting, it reminds me of like a video that I saw like a long time ago that was like an interview, and this guy was saying oh, they want it to be like they have a chance with that person, not Joe from down the street, like
Right.
like,
and I mean, at the end of the day, like, that is what it is. You want these people to like feed into the fantasy that, oh, he's available, like he wants me. And that's kind of taking advantage of younger fans who don't get it. And it's sad. I mean, a part of me can't even be like, they're young girls, of course.
Well, even now, some of them are grown ass adults.
Yeah, and of course, growing up, you think like, oh, I've got a chance, and it's sad in a way because it's like, come on, but I mean, who knows?
I just know I wouldn't be able to go through half of what some of these people in the industry have been through, and I send them all my love, and I hope that they could see the other side of these things.
Yeah, I mean, it has to get better. I mean, eventually. So,
yeah, heartbreaking for sure.
Yeah, really sad
but
stuff.
It just blew my mind that Katya and Trixie were able to explain this in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And the fact that like people think that like this doesn't happen.
Right. And it's one of those things where it's almost weird. Like you can't believe that it actually happens because it is so
I think
crazy.
That's like when talking to like one of my friends before about like closeting in the industry, he was like, well, why wouldn't they just come out? And I'm like, okay, but there's so
Do you
many.
want them to get sued?
Like, there's so many loose ends
Mhm.
that need tied off.
Right.
Because if you come out and say, oh, I'm gay, or whatever label you are, and XYZ happened to me, and this is why it took so long for me to come out. The person who initially put them inside of this box isn't going to go down for all of this without, like,
I mean, look
up a
at
fight.
Michael Jackson and Prince, what they did back then with as far as their labels and kind of trying to expose that. I mean, it's really dark stuff, and so.
Yeah, and you had to put in like perspective, like some of these people that are doing the closeting to these artists in the industry are some of the most like successful, powerful people. You know,
Right.
like how hard it would be to take these people down.
Yeah.
They're not going to let their reputation go down without like it being hellfire.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, it's just fucking insane to me still, even though I, know about it and hear about it. It's still crazy to really think that it does happen. So,
I mean, like, it's good. So at the end of the day, people they don't care about the human being themselves.
They just care about
the
money.
dollar sign behind them.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Super fucked.
That also makes me want to talk about, there's a difference between PR stunts and closeting.
Oh, there's a massive difference there, yeah.
And I think a lot of people that I see online really need to like understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Because some of there's so many PR relationships in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, whether you're gay or straight, I mean, it doesn't matter.
And both parties will ultimately benefit from it. That's why they are in.
That's why they do it. Yeah,
it's beneficial for both of their careers.
I mean,
regardless whoever it is.
Yeah, it sucks, but it doesn't really suck all that much when you get a fat check in the bank account. Kind of makes it worth it.
Right. If I had to walk down the street with my annoying coworker, for a fat ass check,
I mean, it's easy money. It's not.
I mean,
when you look at it from, of course, it happens.
It's benefiting your career. I feel like that
benefits both. Like, why wouldn't you?
I feel like when you talk, like, put it into words like that, it makes it sound so bad.
It sounds bad, but I mean, it's just the reality of it. I mean, look at half the people in Hollywood. Half of those relationships are fake. Like,
yes,
it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it happens. And it's so funny though, because it's like the same like algorithm of how it's all the same.
And
you can tell. You can tell, and it's funny.
It ends the same. And around the same
funny
time period of when said thing is coming out, or
it's the same formula over and over again, and it's gotten to a point where they need to make something else up at this
it's
point.
literally classic, like,
PR.
book PR.
Yeah, it's
straight out of the
easy.
book.
It's easy to spot. It's a little embarrassing, but it works. I guess it's kind of
some of these people in PR need to try better for their clients.
They gotta try harder. I mean, when you're making silly mistakes with certain people and people are noticing, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Like,
but
look at J-Lo.
Right. It's like,
you cannot tell me that's not PR.
Of course it is. She called the fucking paparazzi on herself on a yacht, which sounds really familiar to something else that's happened.
Also, I feel like a yacht is just like so commonly used in PR relationships.
It's
because
so funny.
It literally is such like, oh, look at me, like we're in love.
We're just like so
rich.
Carefree. Didn't see you there. That's so awkward, random.
As if like paparazzi are hanging
they're just
out
like
in the
hanging
middle
out
of the ocean
on a boat, waiting
in a different country.
It's so funny. It's cheesy and it's embarrassing because they think that it works, and it just
really is like yachts are textbook PR at this point.
You just look stupid. Like, come on.
They're just in a silly, goofy mood.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so funny.
Lastly, before we get into song of the week, Um, I want to go into our not really strangers question.
Yeah.
And I kind of give you a heads up on the question that I'm asking because there's so many different answers that you could go with for this question.
Yeah.
Do you have your answer?
I don't know. Can you go first?
Yeah.
I like really got to think about it.
So the question is, what is your favorite song lyric and you can think of off the top of your head? And I don't know why when I think it immediately goes to Life Goes On, Days Get Brighter.
Okay.
That song lyric in particular, I literally have it tattooed on my back.
Yeah.
The tattoo is really shitty because you can't even read it. Again, research your tattoo artist before they tattoo you.
Yeah.
But that song lyric is from Get Up by Mac Miller.
Love that.
That song I listened to religiously throughout the years.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm constantly reminding myself of. If I'm feeling down and bad, and if I'm down bad,
yeah,
and just kind of feeling like kind of losing like that little sense of hope that I have.
Right.
Like goes on to days get brighter, man.
I love that.
Everything will pass.
Solid answer. I guess the first thing that my mind goes to is the one I have tattooed on me as well. And I think it's because it was at like a crucial kind of moment in my life when I really needed to figure out who I was and make some important decisions. And it's a song by Panic at the Disco. I was
love your Panic era.
Yeah, it was definitely an era. But I think I was like, I don't even know. I was a little bit younger than I am now when I first heard it. And it was, I don't know, it's the lyric that just always sticks out to me the most. It's from a song called That Green Gentleman. And the lyric is, things have changed for me and that's okay. I feel the same. I'm on my way.
Oh, I really like that. I didn't know you had that tattooed on you.
Yeah, it's the one, it goes around
on your
my shoulder. And that song, it's funny story. I was like, obviously loved the song, whatever, and I went through kind of a lot of shit in high school, and I was having a really, really bad day before school one day, and I just like, it was bad. And I was driving to school, and it's such an old song. It's like really old, nobody really knows it, whatever, and I had the radio on and that song came on my way to school, and it like automatically I was like, okay, like I'm gonna be fine. Like it's okay. And yeah, so that would probably be mine. But yeah, good moment. So
I think that's a really great choice.
Thanks.
All right, so we should wrap this up with song of the week.
Yes. Let me pull mine up here.
Do you have a song of the week?
I do. Let me go to my playlist.
I'm having a really hard.
Okay, so this is so funny. This is the song that I played for you the other day, and it's still stuck in my fucking head. Fucking Shivers by Ed Sheeran.
I stan Ed Sheeran.
Really random pick, but I'm like loving that song. I heard it on Capitol, and I've been obsessed with it since. So
great choice. You know what? Thanks. Ever since you played that, I've been playing it on my way to work.
It's a banger. It's just a vibe. I don't know.
So this week I've been really, really religiously streaming Lil Nas X's new album.
It's a great album. You played it for me the other day, and it's good.
I really think this album did such a great job at showing like his vocal abilities, and he has such a beautiful like voice.
Like he sings.
It's so unique and so different from like a lot of similarity of stuff that we hear nowadays in the music industry.
Right.
I think he's phenomenal, and I've been thinking about song of the week all day long, and I'm having a really hard time picking because there's so many like gems on this album that I
Yeah.
can't just like narrow it down to one.
Yeah, it's tough.
I guess I could pick two, right?
For sure.
I'm picking these two because when I like play shuffle when I get back in my car, these two have been playing been the first two playing, so I've been hearing them the most and really liking them. Am I Dreaming, which is featuring Miley Cyrus, and I think their vocals together, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. They sound so
it's good.
Great together. And then Tales of Dominica.
Okay.
The lyrics of it just like make me feel some type of way, man. And like the beat to a lot of the songs on this album, just like
they're solid beats, dude.
They make you feel something.
Yeah, they're definitely
they make
good.
you feel alive inside.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good stuff.
But yeah, if you guys haven't streamed his album yet, what the fuck are you waiting on?
Yeah, it's great stuff.
So I was gonna say next time for this episode, I promise I won't look like I'm balding. I will have my beach roots done. I can't stop.
I just say next episode, I promise I won't look this fucking disgusting.
I can't stop staring at my roots. They're so bad.
They're not that bad. It's okay. It'll buff out.
I look like I have a receding hairline on the top of my head.
Okay, I have a receding hairline.
Apparently so do I.
I mean,
this side of my hair.
Yeah, this side of mine.
Rough.
Tough.
Rough.
Hey, it's all right. It's fine. We have some legends who are also.
We have some balding legends in our lives.
Yeah, so it's okay.
All right. Should we wrap this up?
Let's. Okay. This has been great. This has been Let's Talk About It with Jamie and Kirsten. Tune in next week for some more fun. Be nice, do good. Treat people with kindness. Stay safe. All the love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
All right, I'm gonna roll the outro.
Okay.